So have you ever wondered how a program actually remembers anything? Your high score, that saved game, your favorite playlists. That stuff doesn't just happen by magic. Today, we're going to pull back the curtain on one of the most important skills in programming, how we teach our software to remember things for good using files.
Oh, we have all been there, right? You just smashed your high score, you are feeling absolutely on top of the world, and then you close the game. And just like that, poof, it's gone, vanished, like it never even happened. That exact feeling of frustration, that's the problem we are going to solve today.
Or, hey, let's try another one. Imagine you've spent, a good hour putting together the ultimate K-pop playlist. You've got all the bangers, all your favorite artists, everything is lined up perfectly. It is a work of art.
Your masterpiece is finally done. So you close the app feeling pretty good about yourself, thinking you can just come back to it whenever you want.
But then you open it back up, and there's nothing there. The playlist is totally empty. All that work just gone. This super annoying thing, believe it or not, actually has a name. Yeah, it's called digital amnesia. See, by default, everything a program is thinking about, your score, your playlist, it's all stored in what's called temporary memory, or RAM. The very second you close that program, that memory gets completely wiped clean. The program literally forgets everything it ever knew.
So how in the world do we give our program a long-term memory? Well, the solution is actually really simple. We give it a notebook. And in the world of programming, that notebook is just a file. It's a place where our program can write down anything it needs to remember for later.
And this whole process is called file handling. It's really just the way a program learns how to save or write information to its notebook, and then later, how to get it back or read that same info. Honestly, anytime you've ever hit the save button in a video game, you've been using file handling.
This really gets to the heart of it all. Think of it this way. A program's own memory is like our short-term memory. It's super temporary and forgets things as soon as you close it. But files are its long-term memory. They stick around even after you shut everything down. So our whole goal here is to teach the program how to move important stuff from its short-term memory into that permanent file.
Okay, you ready? Time to learn our very first essential skill, writing to a file. We're going to practice by saving some player stats for a game, kind of like something you'd see in a cool adventure game.
Now, I know this might look a little technical, but it's really just a simple recipe. First, we tell the computer to open a file called player_stats.txt and get it ready for writing. Then, we just ask the user for their name and score. And finally, this is the magic part. We tell it to write that name and that score directly into the file. And just like that, the data is saved forever.
And now for what is maybe the single most important and most forgotten step of all. You have to always close the file when you're done. Think of it like putting the cap back on a Sharpie. If you don't, the ink's going to dry out, right? Well, in programming, if you don't close the file, you risk messing it up or losing your data. So please, always close your files.
Awesome. So our program can write stuff down, but how does it read it back? Let's go back to our poor, lost K-pop playlist and see how we can load it from a file. This is the whole reading half of file handling.
The logic here is just as straightforward. First, we open the playlist file, but this time we open it for read mode. We're just looking, not changing anything. Then we tell the program to start a loop. Read one line from the file, show it on the screen, and then just keep doing that over and over until you hit the end of the file. Simple, powerful, and suddenly your playlist is back.
All right, let's put it all together. We're going to imagine a little project that uses both writing and reading. And while we're at it, we'll learn one more super crucial command for handling files.
So, picture a virtual K-pop concert experience. In this program, users can do one of two things. They can vote for their favorite idol, or they can save a high score from a rhythm game. This simple little setup is actually perfect for showing off a brand new command.
Okay, so this right here shows a really important difference. For the game score, we're going to use the write command. Why? Well, because you only care about the newest high score, right? You want to erase the old one. But for the fan vote, we need something different. We need a new command called append. Append doesn't erase anything. It just adds the new vote to the very end of the file. That is the key difference. Write replaces everything, but append just adds on.
And there you have it. This is your core file handling toolkit. You've got write to completely replace data. You've got read to get it all back. You have append to just add new stuff to the end of a file. And of course, you have the all-important close to make sure everything is saved safely.
With just these 4 commands, you can now build programs that remember what a user likes, that can save game progress, that can log all kinds of data, so much more. You have officially beaten digital amnesia. So, I guess there's only one real question left. What are you going to build first?